Hey, Johan. You're the only man here, man.
Hey, sir, what's up? What happened?
I don't know.
What happened with the crew today?
I have no idea. So what's up, huh? What's new? What's up, brother? What are you up to?
I'm here at home with Pau. Pau is hearing you. She wanted to say hello, but
Yeah, hi, teacher.
but
Hey,
I didn't
Paul,
want
how are
to.
you?
Fine. And you?
Fine, thanks. And you?
Good. Turn your camera on.
No,
Give
I'm ugly.
me a second.
You're ugly?
I connect with my cell phone.
It's all about you. Oh, I'm ugly.
I'm
And here's
ugly.
Nan. Nanny's also here. Nancy, hi. Hi, Nancy. Yes, Nancy is just connecting her audio. Hey, turn your camera on, man. Don't be you know what? There.
Dick.
Maybe. You said it. You said it. So what's up?
We are on live. I'm sorry.
We're live, yes. We're live. We gotta behave, my friend. So what's new? Tell me about your day. What's going on?
My day, it was I don't know, a normal day.
Yeah.
I was only with Merlin at home because Pau
Right.
was working in her company.
Right.
I was working from here, and also I was doing some duties here, washing the dishes, sweeping the floor. You know, we have to shape up.
You were tasked.
Yeah.
You were
I
tasked.
refuse a little things, but it's okay. It's your version.
Okay.
So he
She hits me.
So right. We are coming from walking the dogs because today we are caring of a dog. Her name is Alaska. Alaska. She's going over there. She's destroying the house.
And who is Alaska?
Her.
Tell us a little bit about Alaska.
Alaska is yeah, can you hear her?
Yeah, is she a rescue dog?
It's a German Shepherd. She's the owner is our friend. She lives in front of us. She asks us the favor to take her. They take care of her.
Yeah.
And she's a friend of Merlin.
Oh, nice.
She's a dog or a bitch. I don't know if it's correct.
A bitch.
A bitch. A bitchy.
She's a bitch, and so she's good. She's a good kid. I can also see that she's very young, right? Maybe 1 year. How old is Alaska?
I don't know. How old?
I think it's 8 months
Yeah.
or 7 months. It's
very...
very
months. Okay.
Yeah, and she's strong. I was walking with her, and I was taking the collar.
Struggling.
No, she's strong because I was taking the collar or the belt, and she was like starting running, and she broke the string or all the collar.
Wow.
She's really strong. And that's basically Alaska.
Okay. They're giving away German Shepherds.
Where?
Just to know someone that needs or wants a German Shepherd. There's a woman in my building that told me about it because there was this guy that has dogs. He raises dogs,
Okay.
right? He breeds dogs. He's a dog breeder.
Okay.
And
Okay.
he was abusing the dogs. And so the dogs got taken away from him. And now those dogs need to go. German Shepherd and don't remember what other breeds. But there is a whole litter is camada, right? Whole litter of German Shepherds that need to go.
Actually, German Shepherd or some breeds are not for everyone. For everyone. Or almost all the dogs are not for everyone. Not I want a dog and that's it. No, you have to be aware that if you are in a tiny space or in a cozy house, you have to take him out at minimum three times a day or 3 hours a day.
Yeah.
Because we were like 2 hours outside and they are still running and they have a lot of energy. So you need to be aware.
Interesting.
Before adopt a dog.
Right. All right. And here we also have Juan Carlos. How are you, buddy?
Very good. How about you?
How's life? How's everything in Palmira?
Normal day, but I was running with my vignette
Okay.
because my idea is make the assignment.
Right.
But at the morning I was I was out to the workshop to practice in a little
Welding.
bit welding, and also the afternoon I was making a report to present in the government, and afterwards making the vignette. It was a hot day, a warm day, really, but it's not sunny. Just I don't know what is the expression for saying something like bochorno.
Muggy.
Okay.
Muggy. M-U-G-G-Y. Muggy.
Muggy. Exactly when the weather is wet, maybe.
Yeah.
Wet every time.
Yeah, it's called muggy.
Okay.
So when the weather is muggy, that's right. Let me see where we are. Am I? Wait a second. I'm in the wrong place. I'm in the wrong place.
We carry on to the basic level.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. Vision there. Now we got a vision. Okay.
Afterwards, in the morning we were clean the furry of Theo, because last day was his bathroom. He was took his brush, his wash.
Got it. Tio.
Yeah,
Tio is Juanca's dog. Uncle. I call him Uncle.
T-E-O.
T-E-O. All right. In English, right? No, in Spanish. Teo.
Yeah.
Teo.
Exactly.
Teo. Tio. So you call him Teo or Tio?
Teo. Teo is there.
All right.
Next to me. Close.
All right. So we got 10 vignettes tonight. The numbers are dwindling. Los números están bajando.
Nine participants.
Yeah.
I'm trying to upload mine.
And me too. In 15 minutes, you have 11 and 12
Got it.
videos.
Go ahead.
All right. Let's
Put
start
up,
with,
put it up.
well, Alba is not here. Diana dropped. And Gustavo is not here. Eddie's not here yet. Nancy, it's going to be our first one.
Hey guys, well, I am currently a 35-year-old homemaker, a mother to a little girl, and happily married. I have taken a break from work for about 8 years. I haven't kept up with my studies or received any training. My vision for the next 10 years is to attain emotional, physical, economic, and familial stability. I like to be present and witness my daughter's journey into early adulthood. Moreover, I desire to relish the joys of mature adulthood with my spouse as we approach our mid-40s. I yearn to resume my university studies. Next year, I will be taking the entrance exam for distance learning, enabling me to pursue my education online. I anticipate dedicating 4 to 5 years to complete my university studies. I aspire to earn a degree in nutrition or digital development. Working from home is my dream, providing guidance and support to my family members, small businesses. For instance, I will offer consultations to improve their nutrition and assist those with small businesses in promoting his products through websites. Additionally, I envision establishing my own customized product business through sublimation. In this current journey, I aim to navigate the skies of personal growth and contribute to the well-being of my loved ones. With determination and perseverance, I shall embark on this path, propelled by my aspirations and the possibilities that lie ahead. See you guys.
All right. Interesting. This was a personal approach to the task, right? This is your vision of the next couple of years, going back to school and hopefully opening your own business, your own entrepreneurial idea. Great. That sounds good, Nancy. I applaud that. I like that very much. I'm excited about it.
I love the rich vocabulary. Every week is normal from Nancy to now new expressions, new details, more details about her life. In this occasion is no different. Also, it was a amazing family and project of life. I enjoy this tequila farm or tequila harvest. No, harvest is cosecha. What is
Like a field, like an agave field.
The field or the cultivo.
Was that agave or what was that in the picture?
The last picture was
yeah, teacher, it's agave. It's a field with agave in Tepatitlán, in Jalisco. So maybe like family have a little project to grow it, and then we have to I don't know what's the word, cosecharlo. So then take it for the distillerías for make a little brand for tequila. It's something little, but maybe it takes a few years
maybe 8 or 10 years. It's more like a project for my of my husband, not mine.
Yeah, big employers always start with small business. So congratulations, Eddie. For me, I enjoy a lot your vignettes, and each one is not different.
And it's another window into your life, into the way that you live, into the person you are. One thing, however, is that this content was not what I was asking for. Yeah, I liked your answer very much, but it was not the answer to the question, I think. Yeah?
Yeah, I was trying to choose like field, a camp, another vision, but the truth is I don't have any idea. I don't know.
Right.
I don't feel like prepared for choice a camp because I don't know it. O sea, desconozco la verdad. Hablar de un campo que no conozco, teacher. Like say in my video, I have been taste 8 years in my house, so I feel
Well,
something like disconnected.
For instance, you could have approached the field of education, which you know very much because you study with your kid. And you see the developments in technology and how things have changed, comparing the situation with your girl going to school to the way school was for you when you were a kid, and how things have changed and how you think things are going to change into the future, more or less.
But
So that could have been
Fab, but the vignette could be could be refers about the little small business, the small business or the familiar business, maybe, because she mentioned about the background, the diagnosis of currently, and also the future plans. So maybe it was possible to make the idea that the current topic.
It's a bit of a stretch. Es un poquito estirando ahí a casi romper, pero sí. Puede acomodarse, pero sí. The thing that I want to remind you of is that these are also ways for you to practice for example, for you, Juanca, you're going to take a test soon. And in that test, you have to answer what they ask you, or otherwise you risk getting nothing. So you have to stick to the description of the task. Yeah. So yeah, it's a stretch. It could work, but you would have to explain it, because it was like this. Choose one industry or sector you're interested in. It could be something you're familiar with or something you're curious to learn about. Yeah. Could be education, health, employment, transportation. Okay. Say, for example, transportation is something that you're all aware of. Yeah. Like maybe transportation, traffic, public transportation. What is it like today? Employment, health, education. Okay. And then do some research about the state of that industry. And then, yeah, because in that case, the background would be a personal background, right? She could have done something like, I don't know, maybe reason or think about the way education was when Nancy was younger, and maybe the fact that people were more interested in working, maybe, I don't know, because I'm just thinking out loud, but I don't know. And then say, and now in the future, people are, or now in the present, people are thinking about studying again. And that's one of the things that I want to do as well. I don't know.
It's more like when I have to make extend my opinion.
Mhm.
No, about the topic.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, it was like providing commentary about what you observe
Mhm.
around you in terms of, those typical sectors, common sectors for us, everybody, education, health, employment, and transportation, or other industries. Like now that you show us that there is this possibility of a family business growing agave, what do they call, plants?
Yeah, retain the students.
Like what's going on over there? Is it a popular business or industry in Mexico? I know that all tequila comes from Mexico. I don't know
Yeah,
another country that makes tequila.
yeah, it's a drink traditional in Mexico. It's like
Famous.
la que le llaman una marca de origen. O sea, any country in the world have this drink. So the process, the materials, the pro, the way of the people grows that plant is unique. But
Yeah.
no, I don't focus in them because I told you this is in my project. This is more like a project for my husband, and really I don't touch it exactly that way because I was thinking talking about my necessity or my vision through 10 years. But no, I don't take really a topic or make my opinion about it.
Okay. Good. Excellent. Well, good production, but yeah, be careful with that. Be careful that you read the instructions, make sure that you get them, and especially for other cases, not for our lessons. I just remind you that that's taking a risk. But when you're in an interview or you're you're taking the entrance test to a school or something, they ask you for something, give that and be careful what you talk about and what you don't need to talk about regarding that topic or that question.
No, I don't know. I don't want to make a video when I talk about a topic. I can dominate. I don't have
Right.
the enough information, and I don't want make a I don't know, like a exposition. I don't know what is the word. No quisiera hacer como una monografía. So maybe only I was. And where I have to read it, ideas,
Right.
or maybe it's something like you can do it because you can ask to Google it or in ChatGPT about whatever topic. No? But I don't know. Yeah, maybe I have to choose a topic. If I have to take a topic, I have to take.
And yeah, and definitely use the group as another resource. Like,
Yeah,
guys,
I
I don't have a
understand
topic. Do you have any
the
ideas?
instructions, teacher, but I don't know. I feel like I don't have the enough knowledges by talking about it. So I feel I have to
But,
admit in my
like,
video I don't have the degrees for made it. I don't
sure.
know.
But you could have also chosen something that is close to you, like once again, like the education of your daughter.
Yeah.
What do you know about your daughter's education? How do you compare that to your education? And how do you envision your daughter when she goes off to university?
Yeah.
Do you think that universities are still going to be a thing? Or you think that universities are not going to be like the universities we know today? We could have our opinions and maybe we don't know exactly what or have much knowledge, but we have a resource, our experience. And then we can imagine a future where, for example, if you ask me, I think that in the future, education, for example, for Juanita, who's 8, your daughter is how old? 6?
7.
7.
Mm-hmm.
They're little. Okay, so, but not so little. Maybe they're going to be thinking about a higher education in 10 years.
Yeah.
But in that space of time, how are things going to change? I think that for one thing, education is going to become more modular. Kids are going to be able to choose exactly what they want to study, because the general training for everybody is not going to really be interesting to modern minds. You know, modern minds don't need to learn stupid stuff that they don't need. And what's stupid stuff? For me, something can be stupid that is not for Juan Carlos, or that maybe Eric categorizes as interesting. I say it's stupid. So everybody's different. So I think those models of education where you have to study these things because they're important for you are going to disappear. And maybe people will be able to choose. That would be my vision of the future, maybe.
Yeah.
And they're going to be, obviously, like with everything in the past, we used to know the bank was the place where you went to do your transactions, money and everything. Today, there are small businesses that work like banks and offer other things that banks don't. Maybe in the future, there are going to be universities, but also many other things that are going to be like universities, like we have today. Udemy, and many others. Platzi is local. MOOCs, for example, Coursera.
Yep.
And those things are going to compete for people's time and attention.
Yeah.
And maybe
Yeah,
people
people
won't
talk
be
about
like,
it to the, I don't know, the security, public security.
there you go, because you're a
Maybe.
police officer. You've been you've been trained as a police officer. That would have been very interesting to hear that from you, because you know, we all know about Mexico. We think Mexico is wonderful. And sometimes we also think that Mexico is scary, you know, because of the cartels, the border with the United States. And so what does a local think about security in Mexico? That would have been like, you know? And you know about it. Maybe you don't know all the information. You haven't read all the books. You don't stay up to date, but you have your experience.
Yeah,
That's where you extract for your vision. You extrapolate.
I have to admit, I didn't a good choice. Sorry. I didn't complete the homework.
But I liked it. Maybe this is going to apply to another homework in the future and you can recycle it. Okay. Now, if you want, you can think about it. And maybe if you want, you can make another video and tell us, for example, about security. That would be so amazing, to tell you the truth. Because remember, Edith, that is not so much about learning English. It's about learning. And you are our teacher when it comes to safety around the border, the Mexican border, about safety in a world that is in part run by drugs and cartels. How does that work? And how does security work in a system where this happens, but also that part of the culture is a minority? Because I don't think that the majority of Mexicans are that. They're just a minority, like everywhere. So how does an ex-police officer, a former police officer, see security in a country like the one that you have today? That would be a moment for a master class with Edith. And you could imagine that you owe us that favor, because we admire you, we respect you, and we want to hear from you. But it's your choice.
Yeah,
if you want to do it, fine.
Sure, I'm gonna do it.
All right, because that would be amazing. And we would just dedicate the time to watch your presentation, because I want to know, and you are our only Mexican girl in this club. So we're just gonna open the space and listen to you when you have it. Or even if you don't wanna make a video, but you want to give a presentation to the class, tell us about what you think about the situation, safety and all that. You wanna do it live, then we can do it that way too.
Oh, it's so big. It's a big presentation for me. Okay, teacher. I chose the video.
All right. Then
Yeah,
when you
teacher.
have it, like the same thing, just upload it and then share the link with us so we
Okay,
can,
teacher.
because
Sure.
I want to see that. I want to learn. All right. Good job,
Yeah,
Edith.
teacher.
Thank you
I will
very
do it.
much.
Thank you, teacher. Thank you, guys.
Let's take a look now. Who's next? Give me just a second. Let me share another screen. Right there. I think that everything is in order now. Let's get back to. Hang on. Do we have any new people here?
Teacher.
Hey, hello, Julie. What's up, Julie?
Hey, teacher. Creo que tuve un problema con mi viñeta.
Ah, cuente.
Pues es que no me la dejó subir en sí, pero yo la envié por el Classroom. No sé si tú la puedas ver ahí porque
Claro.
es de 5 minutos, por favor.
Ok. Bueno, eso es lo de menos. Pensé que la había comido el perro.
No.
La viñeta, ¿no?
Okay, hang on. Classwork. Vision. Turned in. Julie. And how do I make this bigger? Oh, here.
Welcome back, everybody. The historical need of humans begins to transmit tenfold value to things. For example, grains, objects, materials, animals, fruits. From there, we know the barter a great driver of trade. But did you know the value of each object? Hence, we know the word salary comes from the pay in salt received by the Roman legionaries. We have in Turkey in the year 680 and 560 before Christ was created a first coin made of silver and gold. However, having several coins weighed a lot. The Greeks were the first to put the face of their kings on the coins. 9th century, the first paper money or banknote appeared in China during the Tang Dynasty, where the first bank appeared where people deposit their coins and obtain a certificate for the amount of what they have deposited. It was created with the purpose of reducing the circulation of metals and coins due to the scarcity of copper, and to have the facility to carry more money occupying little weight and space. Over time, more coins appeared. The most famous was the Spanish dollar. In 1397 appeared the first bank in Italy of Medici family of bankers. In 1972, the United States Congress found the United States Mint in Philadelphia, where the first American dollar was created. In Colombia, in 1810, the Colombian peso was created. Its circulation was controlled by the Bank of the Republic. The peso was created as a replacement for the real used during the colonial era. In 1949 is the creation of the first credit card and ATM machines. This great idea comes to Frank X. McNamara of Hamilton Credit Corporation. He invented it when he was out of money at a dinner party, and he created the Diners Club. In 2009, Bitcoin is the name given to the first crypto and was born under the name of Satoshi Nakamoto, who managed to create Bitcoin under the blockchain technology is the Bitcoin. In 2011, Google created Google Wallet, which allows you to pay with your phone without having to carry your wallet. Thanks to Tix was born Android Pay, Apple Pay, Samsung Pay. Okay guys, do you prefer banks or online transactions? In my case, unconsciously and for easy to use, I have been adopting the virtual service more. We have also advanced by having payments with QR. And let's remember that during pandemic, we strongly adopted digital payments. Have you ever about live and learn technology? It is an assisted sale tool when the customer puts a product feature in the machines. And all the products appear, he leaves another or one generates comparison with the previous product. It will ensure that cash will be nothing more than a distant memory. Let's remember that we also have digital investments such as trading. In my opinion, you should study what it is and how it is and to avoid falling to scams. So, what will happen when our money will an NFC chip be implanted in every human? Thanks to artificial intelligence, business displays will be equipped with sensors that will be able to detect customers and their specific needs. For example, what are they looking for? This will be to personalize the purchase. Thanks for being here. That's all for now.
No words. No hay palabras. ¿Cómo fue eso, Julie? What was it?
Grabé 35 veces, lo grabé 35 veces porque no le cogía el hilo al tiempo de la diapositiva, lo tuve que editar muchas veces, se me reinició el celular 3 veces. Yo dije, no, o sea, ¿qué pasa que no la puedo completar? Pero definitivamente es una de las viñetas que más le he invertido tiempo y finalmente me gustó. O sea, estuve muy estresada porque hasta hace poco la subí, pero pues vale la pena. Estoy muy contenta.
Yeah, vale la pena, dijo Marc Anthony. Yes, muy buena. Yes, very informative and very accurate. Sí, muy precisa en realidad. Very accurate, very interesting, very informative, very well researched. Juanca, you were saying?
A full of explanation about the economy and the material for trading.
Yeah.
For trading a lot, and also I have a question about the 1922 about the dollar American. It was the time when the dollar is becoming a world transaction, a world bank transaction. I don't know what is the explanation. A technical question about the exposition, Juliet?
Yeah, it's the first time when dollar in USA is created. Fue la primera vez que se creó, pues, esa fue la fecha en que se emitió el primer dólar en Estados Unidos, como la marca del billete de ellos. Y así pues empezaron a crear otras monedas.
Y anteriormente, ¿qué se utilizaba entonces en Estados Unidos?
Anterior a eso se estaba usando, no, esas eran las monedas. Espera, estoy mirando acá. Bueno, antes de eso, pues era la moneda que se estaba usando, que era como una aleación entre oro, entre cobre y plata, pero esa pesaba mucho. Entonces, ya los países fueron creando sus propias monedas. La primera en aparecer fue en España. Y luego ya en Italia, una familia de banqueros creó
Los Medici.
su propio movimiento de economía. Y ya pues en 1972 ya definitivamente Estados Unidos marca su dólar.
The truth
Al revés. Se voltearon los números.
Okay.
Guys, 1792.
Exactly, 1792.
Fue lo único que se volteó ahí un poquitico, Julie.
Because 1972 it was Fabian was born.
Exactly. O sea que no, antes yo fui de buenas que nací cuando habían dólares.
Sí, creo que sí. Buen punto, Juan.
Hey,
el número se volteó.
Amazing.
Yes, sir.
What do you know about Medici? Because of the wine?
Because of the wine?
It's a family in Italy, Medici.
Yeah, the Medici were a very powerful family in Italy. They built Florence. They were the ones that built Florence.
Yeah, and there is a brand of wine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I haven't tried it.
No,
So-
yeah, because it's cheaper than you afford. You afford more.
You're right. No, I don't
Yes.
like cheap wine. Only for my bolognese. So very interesting, Julie. So cool. So cool. Really, this is a very intriguing topic because we put a lot of faith in paper that has no value. It's called fiat money. In the past, if you remember in Colombia, it used to say 20 pesos oro, 50 pesos oro. And one day,
The goal,
no more. And nobody asked any questions. What happened? Crazy. So this is very interesting, this topic. Very intriguing, very mysterious, and very well explained. Julie, you did an amazing job. And I have to say, congratulations and thank you very much for making us interested in a topic that is interesting. In fact, it's very interesting, but you made it even more interesting with the way you arrange the information, the time that you spent, obviously, in creating the animations and all the graphics and the design. And it was great. It was amazing. It was entertaining, informative. I loved it. I really did. You did an amazing job. Thank you very much, Julie. You're the best.
Thank you, teacher.
All right. Amazing. Amazing. That was very good. Let's take a look at it. And I'm sure that we're going to have lots of cool surprises today. See what's going on here. You should upload it on YouTube. You should definitely should upload that video on YouTube.
yeah.
Let's see, where are we? Right here. So that was Julie, guys. That was Julie. Who else is here? Let me see. That has already turned in there. Oh, Johan is here. Jesse Johan right now, and Juanca. Bernardo's here.
I'm here.
Yeah, you're here. Bernardo, Eddie, okay. And Gus is not here. Diana Ku is not here. Let's go with Eddie.
Guys, 12 years ago, I embarked on a exploration venture in search a rock called limestone. This particular rock holds an immense significance in the cement industry, as it is a key component in the production of the clinker. When mixed and calcinated with clay, it yields a high-quality cement. Back then, my objective was to determine the real size of the limestone deposits and assess their potential for extraction. I spent more than 1 year knowing the rock formation and looking for the possible areas of interest for the exploitation of the rock. And guys, this process is not easy. Today, after 12 years, the company where I worked returned locating areas of interest, and they asked me to make several tours and to showing then the zones with more presence of the rock, for them to begin a point of extraction of the limestone for Ultrasen cement factory. Like I said before, this process is not easy because it's necessary to carry out socialization with indigenous reservation and other communities that living in this sector, besides the environmental permissions. It's pleasing to know that all effort years ago bring its fruits now, and that they can benefit communities, generating sources of employment. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for listening, and see you tonight.
All right. What's your opinion, Eddie? What do you think, Eddie?
My opinion that I was talking about the limestone. It was a work that I did 12 years ago near to my house, near to Coveñas Fab. The limestone is a deposit that you can find in this sector, but in maybe 1 month ago, the people in that company returned to that sector and looking for the information and the deposits.
Yeah.
And because I was working in that project in that moment, like I said before, 12 years ago, and I was with them showing the deposits, and I will explain a little bit about that material, because I always tell us about the gold, about the copper, about the coal, but in this occasion, the idea was to presentation about the other mineral, other kind of the rock called limestone. In Spanish, this is caliza. You can see, guys.
Oh, there you have
Yeah.
This is
Cool.
caliza. A little caliza.
Cool.
Yes.
Johan has a question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me, buddy.
How are you, my friend?
Oh, good. I can't complain, my friend.
You can, because we are live.
It's true.
Man,
Yes.
I don't know if it's a question for you, but for Fabian. you say something like something give its fruits.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if in English that's common or it's better to say that something paid off, or I don't know if are there more expression, Fabian or Edward, or if it's
When I was
fruits, it's common.
yes, I got it. Your question. When I was elaborate the vignette, the ChatGPT give me the expression paying off. Paying off instead the fruit, the bring the fruits now. But the bring the fruits now, I can extract from the DeepL. And I choose that expression for that vignette, Johan. I like that expression, but I know that expression that you say, paying off. I don't know, Fabian, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I think that payoff is more colloquial, more available to people when they're thinking about.
Yeah, my question is, if I go running with Chuck and we are starting chatting and something like this, and I say, oh, my entrepreneurship, blah blah blah, it's giving its fruits.
It's a matter of tone.
To be her reaction is going to understand or not?
Yeah, absolutely. And
okay.
The matter is that should be always attached to tone. So what's the
okay.
tone? Maybe your tone is more, let's say, of the transcendental, right? Than the colloquial. I mean, like you're talking about something that you've been working hard on, investing your time and your money, and it finally is yielding results or yielding its fruits.
Okay.
So that's going to be a little bit more dramatic, right? There's going to have a penchant for the dramatic, and it's going to be because you're talking
so
about
well.
something that is important to you in life, in of a certain dimension, right?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, amazing.
For that reason, I choose that expression, more dramatic.
So.
It's more substantial.
Yeah.
For sure, obviously.
The Edward's vocabulary is more fancy.
Yeah, he's polite. He's
yeah, absolutely.
He's
technical.
He's out of our range.
He's sophisticated.
Yeah.
He's above your pay range.
Actually, I have used that expression, but because I translate directly. I don't know. I didn't know if that was correct. That's what my question.
When you need an appointment with the queen, I know with the king, this guy. you need to do with Edward vocabulary.
Yeah, of course. I don't know that in a date it's going to be properly.
John, I think that is correct. I think that
I
is
know
correct.
What you want. I know what you try to do, but it's a good advice.
But you understand that. You understand that what I say in that moment. I choose that expression. I sounds like a Spanish, but I put in the people give me that bring its fruits now. I choose that expression. It's like a colloquial or maybe I don't know, technical.
Okay.
Yeah. The other question is, you talk about the past and the present. I don't know if the assignment was about that. You mention a timeline, but you don't talk about the future. You talk about a future, but you step on the past until the present. I don't know if it was amazing, but if Fabe were putting a grade, how could be the grade, Fabian?
Yeah, the point here is that Eddie also missed the task. he missed the point of the task. He did a very good presentation, very interesting
Yes.
again. And he had all the makings. He had all the tidings and the makings and everything to make something awesome, respecting the task, but he decided to take a different route. Okay, that's a risk once again that you assume. And the idea here is that it was supposed to be, for example, if you're talking about limestone, what's the limestone business today, which you understand so well, and that is pretty much like tied up with the political environment, both nationwide and also in those places where the mineral is found. You know, the indigenous people that inhabit those places, they have their own politics and their own systems. That makes it difficult, but is one of those materials that is used for construction. Is what's going to happen in the future? Is construction going to find other materials because it's difficult to extract? Or are we going to find a way to exploit those materials, respecting the communities, or what's going to take in the future? How are we going to be building, for example? Because you told us that this was one, it was probably the most important ingredient for making good cement, good quality cement. So that's applied to construction. So in the future, what's going to happen? You know, what's the what do you see in the future regarding limestone? Is it going to be still an important mineral, or is it going to recede back to nothing?
It's an important mineral, but I combine the tenses, I combine the times in this opportunity, because it was a word that I started 12 years ago, like I said before. But in this moment, that company wants to return that project. And like I said before, one month ago, they come back to this region, and I was with them show you the places with more presence of the rock, and that combined the past, because I was working in that project in the past, and in the future, because they called me and they asked me if I can work with them in these days.
And
for that reason,
in which case I suppose it's more about Eddie's experience than the mineral. So I think that you made it a little bit too much into your own personal experience, and that was not the task. Completely fine. I understand your point of view, and it's respectable, and I like it, and I liked your presentation. I found it very informative, but you made it personal when the task was not supposed to be personal, but more like an examination of the industry or the mineral in this case. And so when you made it personal, then it was a different type of topic or a different perspective on the topic. Yeah, because you probably didn't ask for the personal history, but more like what you see, maybe that you have understood and learned through your experience. But your experience is not the topic; it's what you know about it. But yeah, I understand your point of view, but that was a task. So there was a violation of the task, but that's fine. Okay, just for you to carry with you, and be careful. Once again, interviews, tests. Sometimes it's a rigid environment where if you don't deliver what you're asked for, then heads roll. You know. But it was great and amazing. And you have, like I said before, all the ingredients to give us something of in your experience, what you can envision the future of construction or the use of limestone can be from your experience. Like, for example, Eddie, right now, from experience, what is the future of limestone? Are we going to continue using it? Or are we switching to something else?
I think that they want to start exploitation this kind of rock in this sector, but I don't know, because like I said in the vignette, the communities, indigenous reservation or environmental permissions is a black point, but in this moment they are working in that in that project, but I don't know, maybe it's possible that this project take out, I don't know, salga adelante.
So in your heart, you feel that limestone will continue to be important for the economy in years to come.
Yes, it's true. Now I want to explain in Spanish that kind of rock. Limestone in Spanish is caliza, guys. Este material es usado, digámoslo así, se muele y se calcina a altas temperaturas, ¿cierto? Entonces esto suelta un polvillo y este material mezclado con arcilla le da una, digámoslo así, es como el punto esencial para generar un cemento de alta calidad. Digámoslo así, Argos tiene su propia planta de este tipo de roca, sus molinos, digámoslo así, su indumentaria, su fábrica para elaborarla. Pero Ultrasen, que es la compañía para la cual yo trabajé hace 12 años, que pues en ese tiempo era una compañía que estaba surgiendo, ya es una compañía de competencia de Argos en este momento acá en Colombia, está buscando hacer lo mismo. O sea, ellos no quieren importar la caliza de afuera, sino que ellos quieren sacar sus propias canteras y crear, digamos, su propio clinker, porque lo que sale de la caliza, este polvillo con la arcilla, es un clinker, y el clinker es la que le da la calidad al cemento. Lo mismo que Cemex, que en el caso pues de la mexicana, que la compañía cementera mexicana, lo mismo, tienen su propio, digámoslo así, se abastecen ellos mismos de su propio clinker, y eso es lo que quiere Ultrasen. Y por eso es que está con este proyecto acá en la parte norte de Colombia, acá en la costa, buscando este preciado mineral, esta preciada roca, pero pues por lo que les he dicho anteriormente, por el tema ambientales, por temas de permisos, por comunidades indígenas y esas cosas, ha sido como frenado. Pero pues en eso es lo que están en este momento debatiendo, tratando de solucionar para sacar adelante esto. Entonces eso es como lo que les quería explicar. Como yo trabajé hace 12 años con ellos, pues ellos me estaban buscando para que les diera más o menos una asesoría, los llevara a los puntos donde la roca son los principales depósitos, porque pues en ese entonces solamente hay 2 personas, un ingeniero que trabajó conmigo y ella es jubilado. Entonces la información la poseía yo y pues me contactaron a mí, pues por eso he estado con ellos en este tiempo haciendo estos recorridos y haciendo pues este tipo de cosas. Quise hacerlo así, Fab, porque siempre les hablo de cobre, siempre les hablo de oro, de carbón, y yo quise, bueno, si quieren saber algo como de mi trabajo o algo acerca, pues quise como meterme en este ámbito de la caliza. Entonces, como de pronto me salió un poquito de la viñeta, pero pues, y por eso es la combinación de tiempos, Johan, por eso hablaba del pasado, hablaba del futuro, hablaba del presente, porque eso es un proyecto que comenzó en el pasado, pero que quiere salir a la luz ahorita en el futuro. Entonces, por eso esa serie de tiempos y por eso les quería hablar de esto y bueno, sí, de pronto me salió un poquito de contexto, pero pues esa era la idea.
Eso no. What the idea is, once again, you have a lot of information that is very interesting and important to know if we are interested in this topic. And then I think that the most important thing that you can do here is tell us what you imagine is going to happen, because that's what we can't. I mean, let alone knowing about the materials that you're talking about. We don't know about it because that's not our area of expertise. But you have that area of expertise. What can you imagine? You know, the expert, what can the expert imagine? What can the expert see into the future that we can't? And there is where you say, I think it's going to become important again because of the transitions through the different, I guess, modalities of producing cement that can make this company that you know so well competitive in the industry. And how do we compete? And it's a clinker, right? That's what it is. That's very interesting. So that's going to be a future idea. That's a vision of an idea in construction. That's what we wanted to hear. Great. And we got it. So thank you. All right. Good job. All right.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, guys.
Next is Johnny's not here, right? Bernardo is not here, right? Juanca's here.
Hi, guys. At this point, I must say that my main concern, not the only one, but the one that refers to my fluent intermediate English process, is that it's 4:30 in the afternoon. I have nothing prepared to say in my vignette. So, taking into account what I remember from the challenge and the recommendation on last Monday's session, we are going to do a little introduction, maybe a little improvised, and I apologize in advance if it doesn't meet so many technical parameters and expectations that Fabian has with our process and current events. So for today, I want to talk about the public employment in Colombia. I choose it because among so many things that I have told you about my future projects, I am studying for a merit-based competition in the mayor office of Palmira. So, as in everything I purpose, I want to win. So, let me tell you, public employment in Colombia is regulated by an institution called National Civil Service Commission, CNSC, for its acronym in Spanish. And its main function is to ensure the transparency of the selection processes for promotion and new position, so that all Colombians, regardless of their age, physical condition, vulnerable group, can access state positions. From there, periodically make the call, and let me show you. This is the portal when we can watch the progress of the process. In my case, I can see the thematic access that will be done in the test. That is to say, what is must study: state structure, administrative function, integrate model for planning and managed, monitoring, critical thought.
Hi guys, today in this.
Was that it? Your microphone is off, Juanca.
The next one, because I need it.
Oh, there are two videos. Okay, gotcha.
I needed to go to
I was surprised. I was like, what is this? A commercial? A commercial in Juan Carlos' video. He's so popular. He's got commercials in his vignettes. All right. Interesting. Juanca is very interesting so far.
So let's continue. In conclusion, I can say that public empowerment in Colombia has had representative advances with reference of its accessibility, although it's not perfect, at least it is close to model that seeks equity and transparency, and I like that. I think that they use technological innovation, and surely with this artificial intelligence, they will improve and minimize mistakes in the processes, and will want to offer alternatives so that recent graduates or qualified professionals over 45 years old don't have to leave the country and continue developing their careers. Thank you, people. Hi guys.
So, what do you see as a future of public employment? I know that you say that things are going to change, artificial intelligence and everything, but you personally, from your experience, what do you think the future holds for public employment?
Is the way to look for or to find qualified employment over the general market, the general labor market, because the general labor market is focused to the work for goals. And in this one, the public employment is the focus is focusing for working on service or in a satisfaction of the necessity of the vulnerable people, right? So the idea is the public employment is good qualified to to seek the technology and the capital and the human capital developed to develop for increase the service of the state. Is my point of view in this case, and it's a good opportunity to found a job that that would have good I don't know what is the expression, the fullness, the social security, or the same way the I don't know what is the expression for cobertura, integral cobertura, integral
Coverage. Coverage.
Yeah, but my idea is to say that the public service, the public employee is integral, right, for the employer, right? While the private employee is informal mostly time, or mostly unfortunately is the idea with the in this case economic theory is the neoliberalism. It's normal to say that the private employee it was more commission or maybe fees, right? Over the other kind of this kind of employees.
So ideally, in the future, there should be a model that is similar to public hiring applied to everyone.
Yeah, overall the idea is the public employment, it was more competitive, yeah, right? And also people look for this kind of job for develop his career, for specialize your knowledge, among others.
It's a very interesting topic. It needs more treatment. Like you said, you didn't have time to prepare, and maybe this deserves more preparation because it's interesting, it's intriguing, and it's important. I think that we don't know enough, and you being the person who you are with your with the all the information that you have through experience, that you have accumulated through experience, you should be able to give us a more accurate picture, because I feel like That's the only thing that is lacking here. I mean, is lack of time to prepare this, because it's very interesting. And the way that you're pitching it to us, it's full of possibilities and opportunities. Yeah?
Yeah, you're right.
Very interesting. Lacking a little bit on the delivery, but very interesting. And you should probably remember that at the end of the year, we recycle topics. Maybe this is going to be the one that you recycle, because this is very interesting, intriguing, and important.
Thank you.
Not to say urgent, because we should know about this. After all, as you know, the government is the biggest employer everywhere. In every country, the government is the biggest employer.
Yeah, surely. The army, with the army, with the
No.
general. The government is the main employer of the country.
In every country, in the United States, in Colombia.
Yeah. Exactly.
Very interesting.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. Thank you very much. It was great.
You're welcome.
Who's here? We have let me see, 1 second. Let me see, refresh. We got Paula Duque and Johan. Let's go with Johan.
Hi guys, let's start.
Oh, yes, Johan. Yes, Johan, you're ugly today. Should turn the video off. Just kidding.
Hi guys, let's start. Once upon a time, in the year 2033, the technology sector had undergone a breathtaking transformation. AI ruled supreme, with intelligent assistant becoming trust companion, and the IoT seamlessly connected our lives, turning cities into efficient heavens. 5G revolutionized connectivity, enabling autonomous vehicles and remote surgeries. Quantum computing unlocked unparalleled computational power. Sustainability and ethics became central, with renewable energy and fair algorithms. Disruption and entrepreneurship thrived, opening new doors. The workforce adapt, embracing creativity and lifelong learning. Global collaboration bridged gaps, fostering inclusion. In this wondrous world, technology was a force for good, shaping a brighter future for all. And the year was 2033, and the possibilities were boundless.
Very interesting presentation in the way that you laid it out, Johan. My question is, so you think that artificial intelligence is going to be the savior or the killer of humankind?
I think it's going to be the savior. It could be the killer, but I hope that it's going to be the savior. We have to get to use that.
Do you think that we're the only civilization of humans to discover artificial intelligence?
Maybe not.
Exactly. So what happened to the others?
They are too intelligent to come here or to reach
or
us.
Maybe they're not anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe something terrible happened, and maybe we're starting to repeat history once again, another cycle.
Yeah, you know that is like storytelling about the Pacific transformation. So I try to give you hope.
Very interesting.
But
so
yeah, it can happen. It can happen. We have to use that with careful.
I like the layout of your presentation. Tell us why you chose to present this way. What was and what did you have in your mind at the time? What were you thinking?
I was thinking about the assignment, because
and you were trying to surprise us, right?
I was trying to to get to use that narrative. I have some research and I wanted to do about storytelling or a story and present that in another way.
What did you use any rhetorical devices that you were aware of, or this just flowed the way it did naturally?
No, I wrote about what I was thinking or I wanted to talk, and I said to ChatGPT, tell me a little bit about the future of this technology. And he told me something, and I said, no, I want to do that in a storytelling way. And he recommended that, and I said, no, a little bit clear, and I changed some words in DeepL, and that's the result.
Interesting. Good job, man.
Yeah, first of all, I wanted to talk about the three cutting edge of technology in 10 years, but I wanted to do in other way. So I changed a little bit. I was going to say like 1, 2, 3, 4, blah, blah, but I like saw the assignment about you wrote about the storytelling skill, and I wanted to do that.
Good choice, man. I mean, good choice to keep your video off. Just kidding. Good job, man. Congratulations. It was genius. It was very astute the way you presented it. And yes, you surprised us. You surprised me. All right. And now let's move on. Thank you, buddy. Let's move on to the boss, Paula Duque.
Evening, people. Tonight I'm talking about the future in marketing because it's the fight to work every day. Have you ever wondered what marketing will be like in 10 years? Here are 5 trends that we will see in 10 years or less in brands and consumers. The first trend is new consumer experience. Digital and physical shopping and consumption experience will be fused in augmented reality environments. For example, the Pokemon Go is the first step for this new experience, and in 2 or 3 years, the most experience increase in this topic. The second trend increased personalization and privacy with tools by artificial intelligence. We are increasing able to deliver the right message to the right audience at the right time, at the scale, and while respecting user choice and privacy. For example, in this moment, live in the ChatGPT, and this trend is more popular and increasing in the few years. 3 trends is building more responsible and ethical brands. The members of this generation is Generation Z, which is the most racially, ethnically, and culturally diverse, and also the most queer generation today. We all be adult consumers by 2032, and the brand should be real transparent because to cultivate this generation. The 4 trends is more data analysis. Know the consumer as much as possible to provide answers to their needs will be what we will see thanks to the analysis of data that are everywhere and in a world. And the last trends is faster response to needs. People will have even more access to information and will have busier days, which will make brands that they offer them just what they need quickly stand out. And that's it, people. This is my presentation.
Very nice. Very well informed and researched and compiled and organized. I like the idea of the 5 points. I like the idea of leading off with a question that we are supposed to answer after you give us all this information. Again, very astute. Any comments or recommendations, Paula? Paula.
Compartimos casi que un poco la misma idea. Hicimos match en algunas cosas. Pero te quedó muy bonita.
Welcome. I don't see in how do you say en varios días? In last day, I don't know.
Last few days?
I am glad to see you.
Yay.
This is what you do, right, Pau? You work in marketing, right?
Yes, teacher.
And of these 5 points, which one do you work more on?
In this moment, I think it's the 2 trends. Is the artificial intelligence, because it's a power tools to develop many strategies and many ideas for develop the needs to consumer. For example, in now the influencer marketing is very important to strategic to express your ideas with the brands, and is the best way to connect the audience or my target. And with the GPT or intelligence, artificial intelligence is more quickly and is more profile to express the idea with the consumers. And I think is a big file or a big way to discover the other ways, not only the influencer marketing, because it's very expensive, and the el retorno de la inversión of the profit is very is small and is not profit or rentable.
Profitable.
Profitable, yes.
Very interesting, Pau. I think that the good choice of topic is in what you know, which we have seen, for example, with Eddie talking about the limestone and Juanca talking about public employment, things that we don't know anything about. I didn't know anything about limestone, or I knew limestone was important, but I didn't have the ideas that Eddie left me with. Same with Juanca. And now you, Pau, that's the good choice of a topic. You know, like applying yourself, your experience, and communicating that in English. That's what you need to do most of the time, because that's what makes you interesting, connected, legendary, relevant. So good job. A very beautiful presentation. I loved it.
Thank you, teacher.
Congratulations.
Yeah, definitely. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good work. And so now we go back to the people that are not here. We're going to go fast over them. We got Alba, Diana, Gus, Johnny, and Bernardo to cover. Let's do it.
The jewelry sector is undergoing significant changes. The demand for personalized and sustainable jewelry is on the rise, driven by increased consumer awareness. Technologies like 3D printing and artificial intelligence are being used in the design and manufacturing of jewelry. Current trends include ethical and socially purposeful jewelry. Opportunities lie in the ability to adapt to these changing demands and utilize innovative technologies. However, challenges such as global competition and maintaining authenticity in a saturated market exist. In the future, a greater focus on material sourcing and stricter regulation are expected. Technology will continue to play a central role, enabling personalized experience. Overall, the jewelry sector presents itself as an exciting and challenging field, full of opportunities for those who adapt and stay at the forefront of trends and technological advancement.
Love the semantic blocks. Nice cadence. Love her assertive tone at the end of each block with a rising intonation. I liked it very much. Very informative. It also leaves us a little bit with the intrigue of what is going to be the future, really. But she suggests a couple of avenues to consider. And this is connected with Eddie's work. It's like, okay, minerals. And she mentions that the licensing of, exploitation of minerals is going to get tougher as years go by. I mean, things are going to get more complicated for extraction, and we have now alternatives. And she was talking about jewelry. Cool. I like it very much.
With a bit knowledge that I can have with this topic, I consider that the future surely get making value of the handcraft. The handcraft is because it's a activity for every life. So in this case, when the technology apply in this sector and building many articles, serial production. So when the handcraft make original touch of the author. So it's important in this case making the comparison with the cars, for example. The cars, the exclusive brands of cars, they make to the production 20, 50, 60 the develops of one series. So it's exclusive, it's expensive, very expensive. So in this case, jewelry, that is another kind of exclusive product. It's normal to say that. My opinion, I don't know.
Any other comments, guys?
I have the same question. What's going on with jewelry in the future?
It's our task to think about it. The future of jewelry. Interesting. I mean, like, I like it very much that everyone brought us to a topic that we hadn't considered. I think it's a very enriching vignette because we learn from everybody's experiences.
My future will be a big consumer of jewelry.
Yeah.
Sure.
My idea.
All right, let's listen to Diana Espinosa.
Hi, my friends. In this moment, I am in La Vega, Cundinamarca. I asked me who doesn't tripping. So I am tell us about tourism. My country, Colombia, is in the third country in tourism, and I think that is very important. We have some places, for example, Amazons, Cartagena, Santa Marta, Meta. I have places, waterfalls, sea, rivers, and desert, for example, Tatacoa. I think that government should invest in money in this project, tourism. If they are wisdom, what help us with the progress in the country. Colombia is beautiful and the economy will be better. I realize that the economy is difficult, but the tourism help so much. Thank you for listening to me, and I going to swimming in the pool. Bye.
Interesting. I mean, here's a suggestion. Tourism is going to be one of those industries that is going to make a lot of money for Colombia, right? But at the same time, how is that a good thing? You know, like, it's not all about money. Can it be that tourism can also bring with it a certain deterioration of what we categorize as our richness, our resources? It's going to be abusive of the environment. I don't know. And then in the future, how do you see tourism in Colombia?
My point of view of tourism in Colombia or in whatever country, tourism require, especially a social situation, relative calm or relative normal. So in Colombia, it's quite difficult to talk about that. And another kind of necessary, another kind of resource necessary for develop the tourists. For developing the tourists is an infrastructure, strong infrastructure in roads, in ports, in, I don't know if a train station, among others in this case. And for that, tourism in Colombia is difficult to growing up of the way that people expect about that, in my
And
opinion.
I wonder also about the other part of the infrastructure, the people. And I wonder who, from where are people gonna migrate in terms of careers to work in industry? Because if industry grows, it's gonna become attractive, and professionals from different areas are going to migrate from one job to this job in tourism. And I wonder who are gonna be the people that are going to reimagine tourism. Are they going to be anthropologists? Are they going to be English teachers? Are they going to be nurses?
I forgot anything. Tourism requires also invest in the region, the community around the region, invest the money that receives in the time, right? So if you only is the investor that expect to make the rentability for the business and forgot the real situation of the community, surely is a unequal business, and this business is condemned to disappear.
And especially because there have to be certain conditions.
Yeah, and the necessity to generate employ, to connect in the people from the region.
Interesting. Yeah.
I have idea. I don't know. For me, that tourism is very important. For me, should taking advantage of the digital world. Should be exist a landing page. I don't know. The people register your date and schedule your trip, and the landing page put the maximum capacity, and this way is only people go the date assigned, and it's not crowded these sitios. I don't know. I forgot this word.
Right.
And for example, in Machu Picchu, no, de reservar, it should be registered. En Ciudad Perdida, una vez lo cerraron por tanta gente. In Jardín, in Antioquia, the same way. And the problem is because is most famous the how do you say sitio?
Site.
Crowded, and the old people visit, and the problem is more contamination, more dangerous, or more I don't know. For me, it's crowded, and take advantage of these tools. It's a good way to prevent this way, I think.
Interesting. All right, very interesting topic too. Thank you very much, Diana. Let's listen to Diana Quintero now.
Hello, I'm talking about the industry of transportation. The automotive industry in the future is expected to undergo significant transformation driven by technological advancements, changing consumer preferences, and environmental concerns. I talk about some key aspects that are likely to shape the automotive industry in the future. First, electric vehicles. The adoption of electric vehicles is expected to accelerate in the coming years. as governments worldwide focus on reducing greenhouse gas emissions and combating climate change. There is a growing emphasis on transition of internal combustion engines to electric powertrains. These offer advances such as zero tailpipe emissions, improve energy efficiency, and reduce dependence on fossil fuels. Second, autonomous vehicles. Self-driving or autonomous vehicles are poised to revolutionize transportation. Technological advancements in artificial intelligence, machine learning, and sensor technology are paving the way for vehicles that can operate without human intervention. Autonomous vehicles have the potential to enhance road safety, reduce traffic congestion, and provide new mobility solutions for individuals who are able to drive. For example, elderly or disabled. Third, connected cars. This option is new for me, but I think it's a good idea in something like the colectivos that some taxi to do here. The integration of cars with advanced connectivity feature is becoming increasingly prevalent. Connected cars enable real-time communication between vehicles, infrastructure, and other devices, offering benefits such as enhanced safety, improved traffic management, and personalized service. These vehicles can access the internet, exchange data, and leverage cloud-based service, leading to advancements in areas like navigation, entertainment, and vehicle diagnostics.
Very interesting. And I like the way the information is broken down for us, people that might have an idea of what this is all about, but might not necessarily know all the facts. So I like the way that the information was broken down for us, and now is more digestible. And now is easier for us to see the future of transportation, or at least we think we do. Any comments?
I honestly have comment for the last vignette for the tourists. So I hope the tourists keep it real and no virtual. I hope. Turismo real y no tanto virtual, ya que pues estamos con mucha avance de la inteligencia artificial y avance tecnológico.
Yeah, I think in the future, we're not going to really need so much to go from one place to another. So who knows? You know, and also, you know, like I shared with you a video yesterday about artificial intelligence, right? And singularity.
Yeah.
So we have our experience, and there's gonna be a point in time when we are not gonna know what's gonna happen. So we can talk about what we think it's gonna happen and basically mean nothing, because once we reach that point of singularity, there's no telling what's going to happen. It's going to be like Alice in Wonderland. Crazy. But yeah, transportation is one of those things that is under change, both because of political pressures, environmental pressures. More than anything else is pressures put on it, because people have expectations and demands. Some of them Logical. There you go. Very interesting presentation by Diana. Good. We hadn't seen her, what, 2 vignettes? And who's next? Goose.
Hi there, false. I want to share my take on politics without starting any fights. It doesn't matter if you're left or right leaning. Let's keep things friendly. As a cop, I can't vote. But right now, I'm speaking as a regular citizen or business person. Here's my worry: if we continue with an effective government like the one we have now, we might end up like Venezuela, Argentina, Bolivia, or Cuba. In those places, they took away pensions, and the streets aren't safe. Our justice systems seem to favor criminals. And if this is going on for 10 years, it will be like Gotham City in Batman or Gothic City in Batman. We could face shortage of food, medicine, and a broken education and healthcare systems. Many Colombians or many our fellows might have to leave for a better future because of the hunger they'll face. Let's hope this only happens in some make-believe world, like in Doctor Strange, the multiverse, and he saved us. Unfortunately, these reforms are making things worse instead of better. The health reform doesn't have enough money to support people with serious illnesses. The labor reform isn't creating new jobs like he promised. The tax reforms as he has hard financially, and inflation keeps going up every day. Now, there's talk of a pension reform that could make us end up like Argentina and Venezuela. God help us not to get there. Bye guys, see you later.
Está Petro. Oh boy. What?
Yes, I think the same is Petro.
Very, very interesting. Once again, let's remember that this guy is a member of our armed forces. And he understands things that we would never understand because we don't do that kind of work. That's not our line of work. And he's got a point of view. And I think it's a point of view that is shared by many, that we're ambivalent, even scared of the actions of the current government. Is that time for Colombia? I don't know what's going to happen. Once again, people have their theories, but it's something that we need to talk about and think about. And we're normally not doing it because we don't want to offend anybody, but we should talk about this, about government, about administration, about how business is conducted and who benefits most. It's a very interesting topic. And we just need people to talk about it. That's it. That's all I have to say. Any other comments? Anyone? Very well researched, by the way. Very well researched. Good job, Goose. Let's go on with Johnny.
Good afternoon, people and teacher. Thank you for your pay attention. The network marketing industry, with more than 60 years around the world, has remained as an alternative for the business sector since the leverage you can generate additional income. Universities within their business carries out their network marketing for business development. For example, the Business Center at Harvard University of the United States, and for example for Colombia University Autónoma de Occidente in the city Cali. It should be noted there are also many scam models in this industry. That is why I will leave 3 important points to have a basis and criteria when they offer them to belong to a network marketing company. Direct sources of University Harvard. Number 1. Company legally constituted according to the legislation of your country, minimum 2 years of existence in the market with physical offices. Number 2. Tangible proof the high rotation with his parents and intellectual property. Number 3. Education and training system. Industry benchmark companies. Enway and Gano Excel. Thank you very much, guys and teacher.
All right. What was that about Amway and Gano Excel? I missed that. I got distracted. 1 second.
Education and training system. Industry benchmark companies. Enway and Gano Excel. Thank you very much, guys.
So Amway and Gano Excel are good or not? Not sure. I never bought into them. They tried to sell me into them.
The new economy that refers people with reference or with the own experience, like consumer his products, develop their own business. It is named the expression in Spanish only. Even in Spanish, I forgot the name
of the scheme, pyramid,
or this kind of business.
A pyramid scheme.
No, it's a multi-level.
Multi-level.
Multi-level, exactly. Multi-level. So it was a good choice for joining it, but it's complicated. It's for talent people, for really talent people, because
on the micro.
Yeah, the same way with the Amway, with the how do you say in the Mexican products? My brand. Oh, today and this hour don't work. Really, but I'm sorry, but no, the people I know cases for close people that really make a success with this kind of business, but it's complicated. It's not easy really.
Interesting. I never liked it. But maybe. I mean, like, but you know what? In the end, isn't everything multi-level? Everything is multi-level, I guess. But what I don't like about this, what I haven't liked about this, is that they push too hard an agenda where they play with your fantasies. They paint a fantasy world for you. And they always give you conditionals. If you sell this, then you'll be a diamond. And if you're a diamond, then you'll travel to this place and you will have dinner with famous people.
The situation with the multi-level companies is the money or the money that they invest in publicity and market with the brand, the develop the brands for communication worldwide. I don't know. Is replaced with the face-to-face, with the own experience, right? So the idea is the translate the experience with consumer with they consume with they giving or with they use the products. Most I don't know is boca a boca. I don't know is
word of mouth. Word of mouth.
Right. So the level of the winning is expensive than the express the big companies that use part of the budget for investing in marketing or in the position of the brand in the big consumers.
Yeah, I think Amway is okay, but Gano Excel and other companies similar to this one, they have popped up over the years. What I hate about them is that they give you the cure-all, the panacea to all your ails, and they want you to believe that this coffee gives you superpowers. And that if you don't have this coffee, then you're a loser. Same with, what was the other one? OmniLife. OmniLife.
Exactly.
If you drank those little sachets, what was it? Power Maker, etc. And then
Omni Plus.
Then you had like an advantage over people. And I think it's all placebos. But you know, that kind of thing, I that's why I probably hate network marketing, but it's just a personal.
These jobs that
it's a personal take.
These jobs that we have in this moment is the way that people to invest in this kind of business make the success, because it's not easy, really.
True. Shouldn't be easy. All right, man. Very interesting topic. Again, another person, another interesting topic. I like it. I like it very much. All I'm missing also is what's going to be the future of network marketing. Is it going to disappear? It's going to go the way of the dodo, or is it going to stay? Is it going to be the new way of doing business alone, or what? And now is Bernardo.
Hi guys, today in this vignette I'm going to talk about the graphic design industry. I hope to enjoy it. The graphic design industry has witnessed remarkable growth and development in recent years, as professionals are now viewed as more than just creators of visually appealing designs. They are recognized for their ability to effectively communicate message on behalf of individuals and companies. Various tools, including design software, have contributed to enhancing their work. Nowadays, with the boom that artificial intelligence has had, many people think about the decline of the graphic design industry as we know it today. To which I can say that there's no reason to consider this unlikely possibility. AI is enabled to identify customer needs, emphasizing the important role of graphic designers in comprehending and addressing those needs. While in 10 to 20 years, AI may eventually replace certain technical tasks, the creative and conceptual aspects of design will remain under the guidance of design professionals.
I needed more. I liked it very much. It was perfect. The delivery, what we asked. But I wanted more because I feel like Bernardo knows more. And I'm very much intrigued about why he said and how he sees the coexistence of AI and human graphic designers. How is that going to happen? Because I need more details, because I believe that in many industries, people won't be replaced yet. Eventually might be replaced by degrees until there's no one there. That is depending also on how people adapt.
I don't know, Fab, if you remember when the people or the science tried to make a chess game with the man and the machine, right?
Mm-hmm.
You remember?
Karpov.
Karpov, exactly. So in this case, the machine firstly lost the match with Karpov, and so many games. But after that, she replied, or she received all kind of system game, or game system. So when when in this case, I don't remember really what is the name of the machine.
It's called Deep Blue. Deep Blue was the one that completely debunked Gary Kasparov.
Exactly. When Deep Blue win the first match,
It was
always after win, because
that was the end of an era.
After because after the Karpov make a attack or fight, is the machine have the defense of this one.
So yeah, things are gonna change. Like I said, we're not gonna be replaced. Teachers are not gonna be replaced yet. Some of them will.
My simile is similar to your question about the IA with in this case with the designers, because it's possible that in one moment all kind of design could be will be getting to in the machine memory, so it's complicated. Every time will be more difficult to make original design, in my point of view.
Or easier for machines. Now the thing is, it's not a matter of what, when, or why. It's a matter of how this is going to happen. How are people going to be replaced? And how are people that are not replaced going to play a role in parallel with AI? That's my interest. I would like to know how Bernardo sees that happening in his future, in his industry. In my industry, as an English teacher, I think I need to stop teaching. You know, like little by little, I start to get, even me, you know, like demoralized. And I start thinking, like, what do I need to do to stay relevant? I question that myself a lot. And I have probably reinvented myself over the time that I have taught over and over and over again. And I am a person that is very, I guess, very easy to adapt once I understand the urgency of matters. You know, like teachers have been hoarders by nature. Hoarding is accumulating stuff. We get our good stuff, the stuff that we use, the games that we like, the books that we read, the things that we use in class. And then after each development, I have taken big chunks of my library, my knowledge, and just throw it away. Lately, the latest was, when did Chuck leave? On Sunday, right? Monday. On Sunday, I was going through a hard disk that I had. It was 1 terabyte of information. I started to look through it, information that I had accumulated. And you know what I decided? I decided to throw away the hard disk. It was all garbage. It was very interesting in the past. And so this is the moment where I realized you have to adapt fast. What is it going to take for Fabian to continue to be relevant? I think that Fabian is going to be substituted at some point. I'm going to be probably, a few years before it happens, or hopefully, yeah. But other teachers, I see that they're going to be going pretty soon. I mean, it's crazy. All the things we can do today that took a lot of time, a long time to master. Today, there's no need for that. In fact, I tell ChatGPT to do this for me, do this for that, and I don't need any special training. I just need to know how to interact with the AI. So I question myself a lot. And so that's what it took me back to listening to Bernardo, because Bernardo sounds assertive. I don't think that they're going to be replaced, but I have 2 words to complement: yet, and knowing that they will eventually be replaced. How is that going to happen? That's my question. And yeah, all of the literature of last year, you should throw it away. Everything was very interesting, and now it's not anymore. So things are getting crazier and crazier and crazier. It's also very entertaining because there is the point. It is a point in history where we can say what the philosophers said back in the day. I only know that I don't know. Solo sé que nada, or something like that, to that effect, right? Something to that effect. Who was that? Descartes? Descartes, right? Solo sé que nada sé. How do you say that in English? I only know that I don't know. I don't know. Descartes. Solo sé que nada sé.
I know that I know nothing.
What's that?
I know that I don't nothing.
I don't know. How did he say it in English? Because I don't know. Did he speak English? Descartes? I don't know. This is Google. Google is stupid, by the way. Google used to, remember when Google was God?
Socrates.
Google was God until last year. Now it's like trash. Oh, it was Socrates?
Socrates, exactly.
It was not Descartes, it was Socrates. Maybe. This rings true. I only know that I know nothing. Maybe. Okay. I'll stick with that. I only know that I know nothing, my friend. It's crazy. And so
enjoy the trip.
Enjoy the journey. Yes, enjoy it. It's gonna be a roller coaster. You know, people are fighting now. AI this, AI that. AI is getting blocked, not using it. We're loving it, we're hating it, etc. But yeah, I think that once you start using AI, you never go back. Why? So there you go. That's
a trip without return.
true. It's a very interesting vignette. I thank you very much. I learned a lot. There were many topics. Just what I had offered, it got picked up, and you captivated our minds, our imaginations. You captured our imaginations. And I thank you very much with all of your presentations. They were tremendous, informative, interesting, and some of them even urgent. Okay, that's what I told Juan Carlos, urgent. Need to work on that. Also, like, I want to know, how am I going to die as a teacher? I need to ask Bernardo about it. Anyway, thank you very much. And for the ones that always stay around, the ones that always stick around, we have Julie, Juanca, Eddie, and Johan and Pau tonight. Thank you very much. And thank you for being here. You're awesome company. You're beautiful people. And
Thank you.
And I don't want to let you go, but it's time.
Thank you, everybody.
Juanita is calling.